Hey y'all, Melissa here at Twin Oaks Family Farm. Thanks for joining us. Got a video here on checking chickens and starting my day with God. So if you don't want to see that video, just go back to the media feed and keep scrolling. But if you do, join me for the morning chicken check-in with our egg production hens and a little chat about how I start my day with God, but more importantly, why I start my day with God, and encouragement for you to start your day with God as well. Thanks again so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Channel is Twin Oaks Family Farm. We hope you'll join us again, and here's the video. Morning, y'all. Hey, June 26, 2025, just getting the day started, but walking down here to where I check my chickens, and it's just a beautiful day, and I just am always starting my day thinking God is so good. God is so good. So any problems that I have, just handing them over to God and letting Him guide me through them. We all have problems and worries and things that are just weighing heavy on us, and I encourage you, if you find yourself in that situation as you start your day and you're facing your day and you start to feel that sense of being overwhelmed creeping in, just think of God and just lift those prayers to Him, that you're in this situation where this sense of being overwhelmed is starting to make you feel trapped, and lift all those worries and concerns to Him and let Him guide you. Let Him guide you. When we do that, when I do that, like almost immediately, it's like I recognize that God can show me those things can be prioritized. Some of them aren't as pressing as I thought they were. Some of them are pressing, but I don't have any power to do anything about them. So it doesn't help to worry about them. So just lift it up to God. Let Him help you carry it. Yes, you're bearing the burden. Yes, it's hard. Yes, you're carrying that cross. But let Him help you bear it. Let Him help you bear the burden. Should be 4 Rhode Island red hens in here. We are keeping a fan on them because we're keeping the door closed, because this is a group of hens that we are giving to a set of friends of ours. So we're going to be checking them frequently to make sure that this hen house stays cool enough for them, and if not, we'll have to change the accommodations. But we'll be freshening their water, letting the fan continue to run, and I'll check them again in about a half an hour. We'll peek inside this hen house. There's about 36 of them in here. They're going to want out, but I'm going to take a look inside from out here at the man door before I go over and let them out their chicken hatch. They're like, "You're late, chicken mama. Sun's been up a while. We're ready to go out." Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay, we're going to be letting them out. All right, got the door up, secured, so they can come out their chicken hatch. It's like when chickens come out a chicken hatch door, it's like pent-up frustration bursting forth. And you know what? Sometimes that frustration needs to get out, especially when we build up frustration in our bodies. We need to physically express that in a productive, calm, peaceful way. So even these hens, sometimes they get a little pushy, but for the most part, the situation forces them to some sense of orderliness, because the hatch is only big enough really for one chicken to come out. So no matter how many of them want to come out at the same time, it sort of prioritizes the situation by the fact that really only one chicken fits. So with us, when we experience frustration, when we hand it over to God, when we lift it up in prayer, and we set our minds in a different frame of reference, and we invite God into the space to help us, it helps us bear the burden, and it prioritizes which thing to focus on, and it prioritizes what order to work out the frustrations in, and it helps us deal with whatever is threatening to overwhelm us at that time. And just like these hens sorted out in order to come out the door and sorted out their priorities as they did. Some went to food over there. Some went to water. Some haven't come out yet. Some may go back in. Some will lay eggs soon. What's around them in the context of their options force them to prioritize a sense of order and their actions. And that helps us in life. With the pressures of life, if we can be compelled or compel ourselves to prioritize a sense of order and to prioritize our actions, then we can start to cope with the things that are putting pressure on us. But the first thing to do for us, for people, is to tap into not just that physical side and do something physical, but first tap into that spiritual side and lift our hearts and minds to God. That's what prayer is. That's what prayer is. Prayer is lifting our hearts and our minds to God. So even if we feel like we don't know how to pray, don't overthink it. Just think of God and think of what's going on and think of loving Him and let Him be in the space with you. And if you're tuning in to Him, look for where the sense of peace is coming from and what priorities and what actions that sense of peace is leading you to, because that sense of peace is God. And that sense of peace that God brings into the space will help you bear the burden, will help you carry the cross, and will help you prioritize the order of what to focus on, and will help you prioritize the actions. So that's how I'm starting my day, because let me tell you, there's a lot of temptation to being overwhelmed a lot of days in my life. And overwhelmed is just kind of a easy speak word for despair. And despair is very detrimental to our spirits. Despair causes us to give up hope. And hope is a virtue that we need to nourish and grow. The three cardinal virtues: faith, hope, and charity. Love. Faith, hope, and love, or faith, hope, and charity. You can use charity and love interchangeably in that instance. But if we despair, that's the opposite of hoping. And God wants us to have hope. So He doesn't want us to be living in despair. But when we feel overwhelmed, that's a short train track to despair. The only way I know of to counter despair is to turn to God. Because sometimes we're busy because of our own doing, and sometimes we can change the schedule and change the circumstances, but sometimes we can't. Sometimes we have responsibilities and obligations and schedules that we do have to power through. But guess what? We don't have to do it alone. We don't have to do it alone. And when I say we don't have to do it alone, I'm not relying on other people. I'm relying on God. And it's okay to ask other people for help. But if you're asking other people for help and not asking God for help, you're leaving out the number one helper. He's the one we need to start with. And He'll lead us to the right priorities, the right actions, the right people, and the right outcomes. So let's get the day going, and let's have God in it with us. Thanks, y'all. God bless you. Visit me again at my YouTube channel and home place, Twin Oaks Family Farm. We have a rural lifestyle, and we love it. And we love to share it with y'all. And we love to hear feedback from you in the comments. So let us know how you're doing. Let us know how you reach out to God. And join us again.